Hey everybody, it's Dr. Michael Romenesko with Independent Dental Solutions. Today I'm joined by Dr. Allie Jones from Overland Park, Kansas. And Dr. Allie has been a member for the past 6 months. And Allie, if you wouldn't mind, just give a little history on yourself and how you ended up becoming involved with Independent Dental Solutions.
Sure. I practice in Overland Park, Kansas, and I've been in the same practice location since I graduated from dental school in 2006. I purchased an existing practice from another dentist that was ready to retire. We practiced together for a couple of years, and then I bought the practice, and I've been the sole practitioner there for 10 years, a little over 10 years now. And about 6 months ago, I got involved or introduced to IDS through a good friend of mine. She's a personal friend that I've known for over 20 years, and she's worked in the healthcare field for most of her career. She works on the hospital side with GPOs, and she introduced me to the concept and introduced me to some founders of IDS and kind of just introduced the whole idea to me, which was something that just kind of was brand new to me.
Dr. Allie, with you being in Kansas and pretty far away from the foundation or where Midway Dental started out, they started out in Michigan and kind of branched out from there, and now they're one of the fastest growing dental suppliers in the country. Down in Kansas, I know everything is still kind of moving that direction. How has everything been for you as an IDS member buying through Midway in Kansas?
I would say that my transition to IDS, I would really call it seamless. Of course, I had some apprehensions anytime you would transition from your supplier that you've been using and trusting for many years and is a concept we all know, we're familiar with and comfortable with. Transitioning to something that was a brand new concept and a new supplier that I was really unfamiliar with probably made me a little nervous, but honestly, it really couldn't have gone smoother. And I have been so pleased. If I had any concerns or questions or anything that I just didn't understand, I simply called and asked, and I would have an answer in minutes. If they didn't know, they'd find out for me. So yeah, I really think that I may be the first dentist in Kansas to use IDS. So there wasn't anybody else for me to talk to that's used them here in Kansas. I talked to other people in other areas and got their experiences, but I believe I'm the first person in Kansas to use IDS, and I've been so pleased with everything. Midway has been super.
That's awesome. That's awesome to hear. And Dr. Allie, what type of advice would you give our colleagues who are in the same boat as you, hadn't heard of Midway Dental, leaving their comfort zone of the traditional dental model and going into the IDS offering? What kind of advice would you give them?
I think the advice that I would give is to go for it, because whenever we try something new, we might be afraid that there's some catch. And honestly, there's just no catch with this. It's really created for us as independent practicing dentists to have solutions to problems that we have, and really provide savings that is beneficial to a small practice. So there really is truly no catch. It really has benefited me in so many ways, and I think that there's so much more in terms of opportunities that I haven't explored yet.
What about your staff and transitions with your staff?
Really, my assistant did like many practices. My assistant really handles a lot of the inventory and ordering for me, and my office manager helps with that as well. And they were a little nervous, of course, because it was very easy to use our previous system. And so you come at your staff with something new, and they're like, oh no, what is she doing? What changes is she making us do now?
Right.
New things to learn. And I think everybody's pleasantly surprised. It's easy. The Midway website's easy to use. I think we've only had to do one return. Easy. Even though we don't have a local rep yet, it still has been very simple.
Well, I want to say thank you to Dr. Jones for joining us today and talking to us about what it's like to be an IDS member in a newer market. So thank you, Dr. Jones. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.